I'm Jordan, and I genuinely love the game of basketball. Not just watching and playing, but practicing and studying the game so that I can be the best player I can. That's why it bothers me that the conversation around basketball usually starts and ends with the stat line. Don't get me wrong, the main stats are a good measure of how skilled someone is at basketball, but just a good one, not a great one. There's way more that goes into being good at basketball than just putting up big numbers. So that's why I'm making these videos, to take a close look at basketball games at the rec level and encourage a conversation that goes beyond the end result of a game and into what good teams and good players are doing to win games. So here's the deal. I play basketball in a rec league on Sundays, and I'm going to be using the footage from those games for these videos. My goal is to make these videos informative so that you can watch these videos and hopefully come away with something. My goal is never to make anyone look bad, but I may end up critiquing a player or team's game if it helps prove my point, myself and my team included. I'll also try and provide some context into what's happening to the league just for fun. Cool? Cool. Alright, so season just started. We're only one game in. We're actually 2 games in. This video is just late. So we're just going to try breaking down the end of one of the last games instead. So this game, it's Heat checkers in yellow and buckets by Hall in white. Scores tied at 59. There's about 5 minutes left. Alright, so number 32 goes down the middle, tries a floater, no luck. But 5 does a great job getting in position for an offensive rebound, gets the putback, and now Heat checkers are up 2. We go the other way, and number 12 on white makes a great drive, gets fouled on the shot, and now we have a chance to tie it up. Misses the first, makes the second. Sucks that you missed one, but you made one, and there's still plenty of time. Heat checkers has a small miscommunication, and unfortunately turns the ball over, so buckets by Hall has a chance to take the lead here. Now, number 23 takes the ball up, sees that nobody's in the paint, which means that if he can get to the rim, nobody's in a good position to defend a shot down there. He attacks at the same time as this screen is happening, so number 32 on Heat checkers is watching the screen to see if he needs to switch instead of watching the ball. Takes it straight to the rim, great drive, great timing, great finish, and now your team is up 1. Heat checkers ball. So the defense is in a 2-3 zone. If you don't know what that means, basically instead of each defender guarding a specific player, everyone defends a general zone around themselves. The idea is that a player on the perimeter should see 3 defenders in front of them before they can get to the rim. But if you move the ball well, it can actually be a lot of work for the 2 defenders up top. So watch what happens here. Number 2 follows the ball as they dribble into his zone. They pass it to the wing, but the ball is still in his area, so he has to run to him too. He applies some good pressure, but number 8 sees that there's an open space right here. So instead of throwing it directly to number 24, he throws it a little bit ahead of him so that he moves into the spot to go get it. Sometimes it's better to throw the ball to where you want your teammate to be instead of directly to them. You can kind of indirectly tell them what you want them to do that way. Now when the ball hits his hand, there are no defenders anywhere near it. Number 15 isn't responsible for that spot, so he stays back. 8 doesn't rotate, and 2 can't get back to the spot in time. So he gets an open shot, banks it in, Heat checkers take the lead. Okay, so I skipped a little ahead, but nothing really happens. Buckets by Hall calls timeout so they can drop a play. Shot clock is off, which means that there's less than 24 seconds left in the game. They're only down 1, so they just need a basket. Let's see what happens. Aww, man. So, I don't know what the play call was, but it almost worked. They set a screen for 15, and when he comes off it, he runs straight to the rim and drags the screener's defender and number 8's defender with him. Now number 8 has all the space to work, and the closest defender is still caught on his screen. But the defender reads the pass coming and does an amazing job fighting through this screen and getting a tip on the pass. Now for white, the play call doesn't look that bad, but I see plenty of times where there's an opportunity for a team to make a clutch play, but bad passing messes it up. First, I'd say you probably need more heat on this pass. The second thing is go get the ball. Remember, you cannot win if you do not get a shot up. And it is a lot easier to make a good pass if you're in a better position to receive it. I would have loved to see 8 move closer to the top of the arc to receive the pass. You always want to be looking to move to where there's space if you don't have the ball. The more distance between you and the defense, the further they'll have to run to go get you. We saw heat checkers do a similar thing on the play before. If we look at it again, you can see that 24 actually has enough time to take a dribble before he gets the shot up because he has that much distance between any of the defenders. Okay. Now heat checkers actually misses both of these free throws, but there's not a lot of time left when Buckets by Hall gets the rebound, and some good defense steals the game. At this point, you kind of just got to throw something up, and like I said, no shot, no points. But it was a great competitive game. So I'm going to throw up the end results for week 1's games as I wrap this up. Now, I don't necessarily have specific things I want to talk about after each week. I'll more or less pick stuff based on what I'm seeing. But I'm hoping to do stuff like more play breakdowns, explaining plays, some advice, and maybe some scouting reports on teams or players as the season progresses. If you have any ideas for what you'd like to see, let me know, and I'll look into it. Thanks for watching, and take care. Man, I hate this so much.